Hello, I'm going to start my presentation about the work, English, and culture. So, our team consists of Erika, Barbie, Candace, Holiday, and Rachel. So, the table of content. At first, we're going to talk about the background of Italy, the languages spoken, the culture, conclusion, and our reflection. So, for the background, the geography of the Italy itself is located in the southern Europe, bordered by France, Switzerland, Austria, and Slovenia. The compromise of the Italian peninsula and the two largest islands in the Mediterranean Sea, which is Sicily and Sardinia. The history of Italy itself is separated into five different parts. The first one is ancient Italy. It was home to various civilizations, including the Etruscan, Greek, and Romans. The Roman Empire, in particular, had a profound influence on the Western civilization. The second is medieval Italy. During the Middle Ages, Italy was divided into numerous city-states and kingdoms. It was a center of trade, art, and scholarship, with cities like Florence and Venice emerging as major cultural hubs. The third one is Renaissance Italy. The three giants of the Renaissance, like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael. So the Renaissance itself began in the Italy in the 14th century, marked by a period of renewed interest in art, literature, and science. Italian artists such as Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael made significant contributions to the cultural movement. In the fourth part, it's about Italy unification. So, in the Italy unification is led by figures like Giuseppe Garibaldi and Count Carmelo di Favre. The unification, known as the Risorgimento, culminated in 1861 with the proclamation of the Kingdom of Italy. The last one is the modern Italy. In the 20th century, actually, Italy experienced periods of political turmoil, including two world wars and the rise of fascism under Benito Mussolini. After the World War II, Italy emerged as a democratic republic and experienced rapid economic growth. Today, Italy is known for its rich cultural heritage, stunning landscapes, and contribution to art, fashion, and cuisine. It is a member of the European Union and plays a prominent role in the global affairs. So now we're going to talk about the language spoken. Official language, as we all know, is Italian, and the regional language there's four. This is one of them, Sicilian. Sicilian is spoken by a significant portion of the population in Sicily and by Sicilian diaspora communities. Estimates suggest that around 5 million people speak Sicilian. The second one is Neapolitan. Neapolitan is widely spoken in and around Naples and throughout the Campania region. It's estimated that several million people speak Neapolitan. Third one is Venetian. Venetian is spoken in the Veneto region, including cities like Venice, Verona, and Padua. The number of speakers is estimated to be around 2 to 3 million. The last one, but not least, is called Milanese or Lombard. Milanese is spoken in the Lombardy region, with Milan as its primary hub. It's estimated that several million people also speak Milanese. So, the cultures. We're going to talk about three different parts, which is the food, media, and arts. So, reason for using English in Italian cuisine, in the culture, is actually for the global appeal. Italy attracts millions of English-speaking tourists, boosting the global presence of Italian cuisine. Marketing. They also use English to promote Italian culinary products internationally and give brands a cosmopolitan image. They also have fusion cuisine. English often describe hybrid dishes blending Italian and international cuisines. The second one, for the media culture. Global media consumption, such as Hollywood and English language media, dominate influencing Italian media through films, TV, music, and social media. Digital media. English is the internet's predominant language, helping Italian media reach global audiences on platforms like YouTube and Instagram. Popular culture. English is popular among Italian youth in music lyrics, entertainment, and branding, helping Italian artists connect globally. Professional exchange. English in journalism and publishing ensures that Italian media stay relevant in discussing global issues. Lastly, in the art culture. The international market, English is used in the description of the catalog, and promotional material as used in exhibition and galleries. In the art sales, Italian artists and auction houses use English to participate in international art fairs and auctions. Collaboration. English facilitates cross-border artistic projects, residencies, and workshops, fostering multicultural exchanges. In the education, Italian art schools offer programs in English to attract international students and prepare Italians for global opportunities. Professional networks. English is used in professional networks, conferences, and publications, enabling Italian artists to engage with the international community. So the meaning and implication in the language in Italian culture. The first one, the food culture. The meaning globalization means that English makes Italian cuisine more accessible worldwide. The prestige and modern community conveys a cosmopolitan and trendy image. The implication, it will tourism boost. It attracts international tourists, aiding the economy. Cultural actions promote global culinary influences and balance, risk overshadowing traditional Italian culinary terms. For the media culture, meaning that the global integration reflects Italy's participation in the global media landscape. Youth and trends aligns with global pop culture and modernity. Implication: broader audience expand reach to international viewers. This can cause cultural homogenization, risk of diluting a unique Italian media, and bilingual proficiency enhances English skill, especially among youth. In the art culture, meaning that global dialect facilitates international artistic communication. Accessibility makes Italian art more approachable globally. The implication, the collaboration encourages international art projects and exhibitions. Market expansion opens up global art market. And cultural identity must balance global engagement with preserving Italian art's uniqueness. So the example of English uses in Italian food and media culture and art culture. The menus and signage. Many Italian restaurants, especially in the tourist area, use English on their menus and signs. For instance, pizza margherita and spaghetti carbonara are listed with English description like tomato, mozzarella, and basil, or pasta with egg, cheese, and pancetta. Food blogs and cooking shows. Italian chefs and food bloggers often use English in the content to reach a broader audience. A popular example is Italian cooking show Two Greedy Italians, which use English subtitle and description. Exhibition and galleries. Art exhibition in Italy, especially in major cities like Rome and Florence, often use English for titles, description, and catalogs. For example, the Uffizi Gallery in Florence provided English guides and description for its collection. So how does English affect Italian culture? The food culture, the influence, the English terms are often used in menus and marketing to appeal to the international tourist and trendy younger audience. Example words like burger, fast food, and brunch have been common in Italian eateries, blending with traditional cuisine to create a fusion of cultures. In the media culture, influence English dominates in movies, TV shows, and online content, influencing Italian media consumption and production. For the example, Italian TV channels often air English language shows and movies with subtitles, and many Italians use English phrases in social media posts. In the art culture, for the influence, English is prevalent in contemporary art, music, and literature, fostering cross-cultural exchanges and global collaboration. For the example, Italian artists often use English titles for their works and English lyrics in music to reach a wider audience, making their art more accessible internationally. So how does Italian culture affect English? Like for the food culture, the words like pizza, pasta, espresso, and gelato are now common in English with Italian dining concept and recipes widely embraced. In the media culture, classic Italian films and directors like Federico Fellini and modern series like Gomorrah are popular among English-speaking audience, impacting filmmaking styles and narrative. For the art culture, the Renaissance art movement, featuring artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, continues to be studied and admired. Italian opera and classical music composition remain influential in English-speaking music and performing arts.
Now, Italy is all set to ban the use of the English language in official communication. The Italian Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni's party, has proposed this draft bill in Parliament. It would penalize Italians who use English and other foreign words in official communications. So this draft bill imposes fines, and they go all the way up to 100,000 euros on public and private entities that use these foreign terms, particularly English terms. So what's wrong with English, one might ask? Well, the proposed law, it talks about Anglomania, the use of English words that demeans and mortifies the Italian language. This bill argues that the widespread use of English in Europe is, in their words, negative and paradoxical, given that Britain itself has now left the European Union. The proposed bill requires anyone holding office in public administration to have written and oral knowledge and mastery of the Italian language. It also prohibits the use of acronyms and names for job positions in local businesses in official documents. And even foreign companies will be asked now to use Italian language versions of all the internal policies and employment contracts. Further, this bill proposes to make Italian mandatory for the promotion and use of public goods and services in the national territory. This bill proposes hefty fines for any kind of violation as well. And these penalties could range anywhere between 5,000 euros all the way up to 100,000 euros. There is also a proposal to set up a committee under the Culture Ministry that would be tasked to promote the correct use of the Italian language and its pronunciation as well. This move is seen as part of a larger pattern under Giorgia Meloni and her far-right party, the Brothers of Italy. This move comes barely a day after Italy became the first Western country to block ChatGPT over data privacy concerns. And not just that, Giorgia Meloni's government has also introduced a law to ban synthetic or cell-based cuisines to safeguard Italian cuisine. Well, what happens next in Italy is anyone's guess, but by the looks of it, Italy seems to be part of this growing trend of protectionism that we see the world over, in different forms, of course. Now, what form it takes in Italy going ahead, and even other countries, now that's an interesting space to watch.
So for the conclusion, so as we watched the video discussed the significant role of this English language in various aspects of Italian culture, notably in food, media, and art. Italy has profoundly influenced Western civilization through its rich history, from ancient times to the Renaissance. Its contribution to art, literature, and science have had global impact. Despite political science have change have Despite political changes had turmoil, Italy maintained its legacy as a hub of creativity and innovation. English serves to globalize Italian cuisine, making it more accessible and enhancing its international appeal through marketing and the creation of fusion dishes. In media, English facilitated broader audience reach and integration into the global media landscape, despite the risk of cultural homogenization. In the art sector, English is crucial for international collaboration, expanding the global market for Italian art, though it also poses challenges to preserving Italy's unique cultural identity. Overall, English promotes global engagement and modernity in Italian culture while posing challenges to maintain traditional cultural expression. So, this is our reflection. So, as we saw that there is a news piece about the Italian ruling party that proposed a law aimed at banning government agencies and companies from using English in official communication with a maximum of fine of 100,000 euros. It is evident that Prime Minister Giorgio Meloni supports the protection of the Italian language and culture. So, reflecting on the course of both English and culture, let us consider that the significant advantages that English brings to a certain group, while also recognizing its role in limiting the persistence of many languages. When English becomes the sole criterion for selecting talents in the social system, the diversity of individual talent will be stifled in English-dominated atmosphere. However, Prime Minister Melanie Stan has brought a cultural shock to the Taiwanese people. Given the emphasis placed on Taiwan's education system and business, English is clearly becoming the dominant trend in Taiwan. Nonetheless, few are concerned that the overdevelopment of English may lead to the disappearance of the Taiwanese language. This reflection is extended by the political issues in Italy. So that is all for our group. Thank you so much.